to say it.
It's now time to begin segment number 4 of the 2-in-1 special for Dylan and Nate. And we are playing Jeopardy 2003 edition this time around. Bringing out the exactly.
Yeah, baby.
The zoo.
Yeah, baby. Ow!
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business, then we'll get to our game.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, adjust the game so it's exactly the way you like. Normal game? Okay, so how many people now? Player 1?
I'm definitely not going. I'm definitely not going.
Player
to
1, here's your buzz-in key. Let's do it. Come on.
From the Sony Picture. All right, let's get things underway, Player 1.
Your,
video. Just
unnecessary censorships and
Rock Singers for 200.
Video.
His Men in Black single topped the UK charts, but wasn't available as a commercial US release.
Player 1.
Who's Will Smith?
Precisely.
Precisely.
Pick again.
Rock Singers for 400.
This group's Brian Wilson adapted Chuck Berry's Sweet Little 16 as Surfin' USA.
Player 1.
Who are the Beach Boys?
That's who we were looking for.
Beach Boys. Very good group.
Singers for 600.
11 years after his last top 20 solo hit, this Sweet Caroline singer had the third top-grossing tour of 1993.
Player 1.
Who is Neil Diamond?
Precisely. Pick again.
Rock Singers for 800.
In 1990, her Justify My Love became the first video by a major star to be banned by MTV.
Not a fan of this lady.
Player 1.
Who is Madonna?
Definitely.
Singers for 1,000.
In 1989, he re-recorded 8 of his classic hits for the film biography Great Balls of Fire.
Player 1.
Who is Jerry Lee Lewis?
Precisely.
I'd rather hear Jerry Lee Lewis
Pick
than
again.
Justin Bieber. Sports for 200.
His 66 home runs in 1998 helped the Cubs to the playoffs for only the third time in 53 years.
Player 1.
Who is Sammy Sosa?
Hey, you're correct.
Sports for 400.
A little birdie told us an eagle is a score this many under par on one hole.
Player 1.
What is 2?
Precisely. Pick again.
Sports for 600.
One of the largest crowds in indoor boxing history gathered on September 15, 1978, when Leon Spinks fought this champ.
Player 1.
Who is Muhammad Ali?
Yes.
Sports for 800.
This Italian skier earned the nickname La Bamba, the bomb.
Anybody? What we were looking for was this.
Alberto Tamba. Sports for 1,000.
This Milwaukee
La Bamba
NBA
Tamba.
team moved to St. Louis in 1955 and then to Atlanta.
Never
in
heard the name
1968.
Alberto Tamba before.
Player 1.
Who are the Bucks? No!
Sorry.
No.
Anybody?
Never heard that
What
either.
the fuck? Sorry, that's...
I think it's the Hawks.
Take a look. Here's the right response.
The Bucks were later. World Fast for 200.
It's this country's flag, seen here.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 2.
What is Canada?
Ding!
Precisely. Pick
He
again.
rang in too quick.
World facts for 400.
Between 1823 and 1831, the artist Hokusai created a series of 36 views of this Japanese landmark, seen here.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What is Mount Fuji?
Mount Fuji.
Yes.
Know that.
Facts for 600.
The Latin American form of this language is based on the Andalusian dialect.
Anyone at all? What we were looking for was this.
Spanish. Facts for 800.
The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
1400.
Samsung means 3 stars
boy.
in this language of the company's founder, Byung Chul
Oh,
Lee.
never mind. I
Fire
thought
one.
it was a daily double.
What is
My bad.
Japanese?
That is
No, that's
incorrect.
wrong.
What is
Take a look.
Oh.
Here's the right response.
Korea? Korea.
Facts for
Whoa.
1,000.
Mount Haltia,
Holy
this
crap,
country's
Korea's
highest
good. Oh my
point,
God.
lies near its borders with Norway and Sweden.
Player 3.
What is Finland?
Exactly.
Let's go for the 1980s for
Someone's
200.
bringing out the eggs.
In 1981, he won some respect and a Grammy for his comedy album, No Respect.
Anyone at all? What we were looking for was this.
Dangerfield.
I'd like leftovers for 200.
In 1698, this famous comet discoverer took a ship on the first purely scientific sea voyage.
Player 1.
Who was Haley?
Precisely. Pick again.
Leftovers for 400.
Its resemblance to a biblical person gave this desert tree its name.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What is the tree of Moses?
That is
Again,
incorrect.
I'm wrong. Just look.
Player 3.
Total of
What is the Joshua tree?
Joshua tree.
Hey, you're correct.
I've lost
Leftovers
$2,800
for
so
600?
far in
This type of enclosure for showering
Oi.
shares its name with a home
Oi.
for
Dang, I
horses.
feel bad for you.
Player 3.
What is a stall?
Exactly.
Dude, I feel
Exactly.
bad.
Leftovers for 800.
He said it
It's the
again.
religion of most of the Uzbeks in Uzbekistan.
Who's big?
Player 3.
What is Islam?
Hey, you're correct.
Player 3's rolling.
Leftovers for 1,000.
Oh,
These
my
symbols
God.
worn by cops are made, appropriately, of copper.
Player 2.
What are shields?
Precisely. Pick again.
What was that you
Oh,
just opened?
ordinal number, please, for 200?
It's where Washington was in war, in peace, and in the hearts of his countrymen.
Player 3.
When is first?
Yes.
Ordinal number, please.
And here are the categories
400?
for the double
Nervous
round.
breakdown the Rolling Stones suffered in the 60s.
Player 3.
What is 19th?
Precisely. Pick again.
We lost
Ordinal
eight
number,
again.
please, for 600.
Never mind.
Shakespeare's Night to Remember.
Player 3.
What is 12th?
Player
Hey,
3's
you're
getting
correct.
all these
Ordinal
correct.
number, please, for 800.
Yeah.
A Broadway musical,
Miss any
Street.
further, we won't be in final.
Anyone at all? Player
What
1.
is 52nd?
No. Too bad.
No!
Anyone at
I just
all?
lost
Closing
another
out
800.
Discord.
Player 3.
What is 53rd?
Oh
Good
my
guess.
God.
But
No!
it's not what we're looking for. Nobody?
Player 2's gonna back off.
Here's what we were looking for.
40
my God.
seconds.
Ordinal number, please,
Ah.
for 1,000.
We keep losing
Your
weight.
helper in a
Oh my
duel.
God.
Player 2?
What is your second?
Come on!
Definitely.
Dude, calm down,
Player 2
man.
How
just
about
got it in 2
the 1980s
rows fast.
for 400?
A 1986 article on her in Ladies' Home Journal was titled Talking with Dr.
Calm down,
Goodsex.
man.
Player 3.
Who is Dr. Ruth?
Jeez Louise,
Exactly.
Man. Calm down.
The 1980s for 600.
Again.
In the 1980s, $10
Did that
million
do
was spent to save this large
anything?
California bird
Looks like
from
it
extinction.
Didn't.
Is that it? Anyone?
Take a look. Here's the right response.
The 1980s for 800.
At the 1980 Winter Olympics, Eric Heiden set records in 5 events in this sport.
Anybody?
Looks like I'm going first in Double Jeopardy because I'm
Here's what we were looking
stupid.
for. And now to finish off the round.
At age 87, after 62 years of rule, this Japanese emperor died January 7th, 1989.
Back.
Is that it? Anyone? Here's what we were looking for.
Okay, that's it for the Jeopardy round. Now we're going to take a quick look at the score.
$3,600.
Player 3, you're doing well,
Oh
so
my
keep it going.
God, I
Player
feel
2,
bad.
you're not too far off the lead. You're in last place, Player 1, but you do get to start things off in Double Jeopardy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Player 1. You start us off.
All right, let's do colorful people for 400.
She Hebraized her last name in 1956 and later became a prime minister.
Player 2?
Who was Golda Meir?
Precisely. Pick again.
Colorful people for 800.
At friend Ayn Rand's urging, this economist became an advisor to Richard Nixon.
Anyone at all?
What we were looking for was this.
Alan Greenspan.
Colorful people for 1200.
In 1995, Lenny Wilkins broke this man's record as the winningest coach of the NBA.
Player 3.
Who was Red Auerbach?
Exactly.
Colorful people for 1,600.
You're 100% right if you know she wrote the 100
None of these
Secret
questions
Senses.
are for me.
Player 3.
Who was Amy Tan?
I don't get it.
That's right. And you seem to know your literature.
Colorful people
Getting
for
all- Player 3's
2,000.
getting all the easy ones.
Answer? The Daily Double.
Would you make your wager, please?
He wrote the majority opinion in Roe versus Wade.
Player 3.
Who is Edward White?
Good guess.
Oh, but she got
But
this
it's
one
not
wrong.
what we're looking
She got
for.
this.
This is what we wanted.
I'd like... What's the currency for 400?
In London, this is worth 100 pence.
Player 1.
What is a pound?
Definitely.
That one I got was, I knew. 800.
In Berlin, this is equal to 100 pfennigs.
Player 3.
What is Deutschmark?
Oh, that was
Exactly.
weird.
What's the currency for 1,200?
It's 1,200
In
each way.
Tokyo, this equals 100 sen.
Player 1.
What is yen?
Hey, you're
Back
correct.
into second place. Currency for 1,600.
In Moscow, 100 kopecks make up this.
Player 1.
What is a ruble?
Exactly.
Currency for 2,000.
In Italy, this is equal to 100
on.
centesimi.
Totally catch up
Hey, Michael's here.
now.
Alphabet!
Hello, guys.
What we were looking for was this.
How you doing, Mike?
Let's do
Doing-
oxymorons for 400.
Colossal and jumbo
fine.
are oxymoronic sizes of this crustacean.
Player 1.
What is a lobster?
Good guess. But it's
Wrong.
not what we're looking for. Anyone at all? This is what we wanted.
Ramp. Oh! Oxymorons
The
for
word
800.
oxymoron comes from 2 Greek words meaning sharp and this.
Anyone at all?
What we were looking for
Doll.
was this.
Morons for 1,200.
Some football teams use an aggressive attacking one.
Player 1.
What is defense?
Exactly.
Oxymorons for 1,600.
Answer? The Daily Double.
Would you make your wager, please?
Let's go 4,800.
George Romero made his 1968 horror classic Night of These Creatures in Pittsburgh.
Player one.
What are the living dead?
Hey, you're correct.
Back in the lead. Option one for 2,000.
A woman of unconventional beauty may be called jolie laide, French for pretty this.
Player one.
What is pretty ugly?
Exactly.
World of Science for 400.
Discovered in 1928, this antibiotic was first used to treat Alexander Fleming's assistant in 1929.
Anybody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Penicillin. Science for 800.
By definition, organic compounds must contain atoms of this element.
Nobody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
World of Science for 1,200.
We think this organ has over 12 billion neurons and 50 billion glial cells.
Anyone? Take a look. Here's the right response.
World of Science for 1,600.
Depending on what they're doing, these body parts are called agonists or antagonists.
Nobody? Here's what we were looking for.
In 1935, Robert Goddard was the first to have a liquid-fuel rocket break this barrier.
Player one.
What is the sound barrier?
Definitely.
Yes. Movie directors for 400.
Roman was this director's 1984 autobiography.
Player one.
Who is Polanski?
Precisely. Pick again.
Directors for 800.
He directed Frenzy and Psycho.
Player one.
Who is Alfred Hitchcock?
There you go.
You almost said it, Ron.
I wanted
Definitely.
to because there was a curse word in there.
Nah.
The Swedish Film Institute honors excellence in filmmaking with an annual prize named for this
You know I'm
director.
offended of swearing.
Player two.
Who is Ingmar Bergman?
Exactly.
Movie directors for 1,600.
In Platoon, Charlie Sheen's character Chris was based on this man who directed the film.
Anyone at all? What we were looking for was this.
Directors for 2,000.
Movie directors for 2,000.
This director of Breezy
Forget
and Bird
Pursuit.
starred in The Line of Fire.
Ow!
Gotcha.
Anyone?
You did.
For that, no revenge was due.
This is what we wanted.
Clint Eastwood.
Let's try the written word for 400.
This Mark Twain boy appeared on the sidewalk with a bucket of whitewash and a long-handled brush.
Player one.
Who was Tom Sawyer? Yes.
Yes.
It was either him or Huckleberry Finn, but it was Sawyer.
I'm Tom Sawyer.
800.
His letter to the Thessalonians, written about 51 AD, is considered the earliest New Testament writing.
Anyone at all? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Word for 1,200.
Queequeg, a tattooed cannibal, is Starbuck's harpooner aboard the Pequod in this 1851 novel.
Anybody? Take a look.
Moby
Here's
Dick.
the right response.
Word for 1,600.
The only
Great
thing
White
this Wizard
Whale.
of Oz character was afraid of was a lighted match.
Player one.
Who is the Scarecrow?
Exactly. And the final answer of the round.
2,000.
In 1941, his story, The Devil and Daniel Webster, was adapted as a film starring Edward Arnold.
Player 3.
Who is Stephen Vincent Bennett?
Exactly. That's the end of the Double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores once again. Player 1, you've got the lead
Once
going
again,
into Final Jeopardy. You're not
be
far
caught.
off the pace, Player 3. You're still in contention,
I
Player
went
2.
for the last one
It's
to an
Final Jeopardy
uncatchable
time.
lead.
Once I give you the category, you'll have just a few seconds
boy.
to
That's
decide
That's why
on your
Double
wager.
Jeopardy can be so valuable
Geographic
sometimes.
extremes.
Geographic extremes.
Go ahead. Make your wager.
Oh God, I'm bad.
I don't know.
Player
I fear
2,
he-
your
I
wager,
fear,
please.
Player 3 is going to get it right. and
Player
I
3,
won't.
could we have your wager, please?
So,
Player 1,
let's-
please make your wager.
How much is your lead?
10,000.
Oh boy.
I would only just go 500.
I'll do 800.
Here's
All
the
right,
Final
that's fair,
Jeopardy
too.
answer. Good luck.
Saix's Point, the easternmost point on the mainland of the Americas, lies in this country.
Faces points. What is Portugal?
Let's see how everyone
What
did.
is what again? Whoa, my Portuguese is great.
Player 2, your question.
Brazil?
That's correct.
Oh, it's
What did you wager?
Brazil.
Your question,
That's
Player
it.
3.
Player 2 got it
Sorry,
wrong.
that's
Player 3 got it wrong,
incorrect.
sorry.
How much did
Peru.
it cost you? Player 1?
Fail,
your
Player
question.
3.
Sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you?
16,000.
On that note, I say Player
Oh, what do you know?
Congratulations to the
Yeah,
big
we
winner
won
here
double
today on
when we won the
Jeopardy.
previous segment.
Player 1.
We won 8,200.
Hooray.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Hope you had a good time. So long, everybody.
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just get a few details out of the way before we start our...
All right, we will see you in just a few for the final part of for the first half of this special.
Wrong. Hey.